Yo, let me know if y'all can see me and hear me clearly. I'm not sure what just happened. I'm gonna give a chance to see if some people pull up because I'm sure the link and what just happened got people tripping out. But let's see what's going on, man. Let me know. Let me know. Give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up in the chat. Let me know the visuals is good. Let me know that the sound, the audio is good, man. I'm not sure what just happened to the other stream, but I had to make a new one because the last one was tweaking. Last one was tweaking. I appreciate everybody pulling up though. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can go back in here and share the different link because that one was tripping, yo. I'm not sure what happened. It wasn't showing me the comments. It wasn't telling me who was in the chat. I was trying to figure it out without having to delete the damn stream, but it was getting a hold of me, man. It was getting a hold of me. Them technical difficulties. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go delete this one because let me see if I can. Delete. Yeah, let me delete that. Delete that and get this new stream out. Bear with me. Bear with me. If y'all was on the other stream, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it was, but that joint was tripping. That joint was tripping. But let me get this new one out. Ooh, let me see. Get your blanch. Let me see. Bear with a brother, man. Bear with the brother, man. Yep. That should be the one. Let me turn this up. Who's trying to pull up on a live though and talk some Raiders football talk, bro? Who's trying to pull up on the live and talk some Raiders football talk? Don't come up here acting all crazy either. If y'all come up here acting crazy, you're gonna get booted. Trust and believe you're gonna get booted. But I'm trying to do a fan show, man. Who's trying to pull up and talk some Raiders football talk? I'm trying to see who your top 3 players are to watch for in this game. I'm trying to see who you think is going to be a surprise cut as well. So if you're trying to pull up, man, let me know. I'm gonna drop the link down into the chat. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up, man. Sorry about the last link. We gonna get this thing started, man. We got the week 4 matchup for us Raiders. We got the week 4 matchup up against the New England Patriots. And we finna light their ass up. No, I'm playing, man. We gonna see what we got left on this roster because I'm sure the starters aren't gonna be playing. And everything I looked up about the Patriots, Bill Belichick, that basically said the starters weren't gonna be out there. So it was kind of hard to gauge what the matchups would be. So I think in this live, we're just gonna talk in general. I'm gonna go back and forth with the chat, and we'll talk about the latest rumors like Alex Leatherwood. We'll talk about Darren Waller contract stuff. And all the players, of course, that we might see get cut or we might see make the damn team. Frank White says, yo, Ray, what up? Are the starters playing? From what I understand, I don't think they are, man. I honestly don't think they are. I'm going to make sure I keep my handy-dandy notebook open, a.k.a. Twitter, because that's where all the news comes in the fastest. But I got the link in the chat. So if anybody wants to pull up and talk some Raiders football, go ahead and pull up. You just got to make sure your ish is on good, man. Don't pull up with McDonald's Wi-Fi looking like a Roblox character and talking like you just learned how to speak yesterday. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Digital Prez in the building. I need to get with you, bro, because I'm trying to get a new intro video for the Raid to Tape. For the Raid to Tape intro. So let me know, man. Let me know, Digital Prez, if you're trying to mess with me, bro. He said, can't wait to rock the brand tomorrow in Adelanto. Yeah, shout out to everybody that's going to be out there. Should be hella fun, man. I did anticipate going out there, but honestly, the way the politics was built up and the way the funds is and how life is going, I thought I would stay back at the hut and hold it down here in Northern Cali. Czarface, what up with it, brother? Glad you're able to make it. Eric Delk in the building. Already like my boy. Hopefully Leatherwood starts at guard today. I see you. Oh, I see and hear you. Appreciate you, Delk. The Mr. Delk in the building. Hope you got a fresh cut, Prez. Victor said thumbs up. Appreciate you, Vic. TC in the building. Shout out to TC. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got the thumbs up from everybody in the building. Ray Clef says, what's goody, Ray? Let's get it. Yes, sir. What are y'all trying to see in today's game, though, man? Snyder in the building. Paul Burton, what it do, man? Just got my redemption hat. TC said, appreciate you supporting the brand, brother. Hope you like it and it's everything you expected. Let me know if there's any improvements or anything I could have done better, of course, bro. Never afraid of any criticism or anything any productive criticism. What up, Ray? How you feeling about today's game? Jesse Torres says, Jesse Torres, what's good with you, man? Honestly, in today's game, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot because I feel like we're going to see like the very, very bottom of the depth chart at this point. And we're trying to figure out who we're going to keep and who we're going to cut. Now, is Alex Leatherwood going to be out there? I know some people want to see him. Probably will see him. But at the same time, if we don't, that might be a sign. I don't even know what that would mean if we don't see Alex Leatherwood. Y'all let me know what the hell y'all think that means. If we don't see Alex Leatherwood in this last preseason game, what does that mean for Alex Leatherwood? I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. Salute to my guy Lion in the building. What's up with it, brother? Ray Love, what's good with you, man? He said, damn, G. Shout out to Jose. He be out here talking spicy. He said, I thought my shit broke. Yeah, man, I thought my shit broke too. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out where the hell everybody at. I can't see no comments. Said nobody was in the chat. Schneider, was goody? Appreciate you pulling up on us, man. Autumn Wynn is with us, man. Shout out Hadamaki. I see you, brother. I know you with us. I know you with us today. Eminem with us. Shout out to Mike and Caleb. You already know it's love, man. Hey. Everybody congratulate the man, Raider Reaper. He just found out yesterday he's having a baby boy, a little baby Raider. Little baby Raider on the way. Yes, sir. Love to hear it. Congratulations to the Reaper. Shout out to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Applause. You was putting in work. Yes, sir. Game day lurker. I see you in the building. He said, watch out for Brittain Brown. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into this conversation because I've really talked about Brittain Brown these last couple of videos I put out, and I feel like we need to really consider this because where does Brandon Bolden put us in the running back room? Let's get into it, man. Where does Brandon Bolden put us at in the running back room? Like, does he really move the needle? Would you really rather put him out there instead of Zamir White or Brittain Brown? And that's kind of where the question comes up for me to where it's like, why would you hold a roster spot for Brandon Bolden? Now, I know he's been a part of the offense, and I know he's Josh McDaniels' guy, and we haven't even seen what he can do. And I feel like he's getting a complete pass. And it's kind of BS, in my opinion, that he's getting a pass because why would you play Josh Jacobs in a preseason game but not Brandon Bolden? Like, that's a head scratcher to me. We know Josh Jacobs is better than Brandon Bolden. You feel me? Like, and we just drafted Zamir White, so why risk them getting an injury? But you're gonna keep Brandon Bolden on reserve, like he's some gold or something like that, which is crazy to me. So, and then imagine it. And this is all to the point of Brittain Brown. So imagine keeping Brandon Bolden and then losing Brittain Brown because we cut him. Ultimately, if you put him on the practice squad, you cut him, right? So in that aspect, I just don't understand how we went about the draft, getting 2 running backs and then bringing in a bunch of other running backs. Also, Brandon Bolden, knowing Brandon Bolden is going to take a spot, Josh Jacobs is going to take a spot, and then Zamir White, it almost makes me feel like, shit, we probably were thinking about trading Jacobs maybe. And it just didn't work out. I don't know. Snyder says, first Jacobs, second White. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's without a doubt. Metal Vault says Bolden being a mentor. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, he's going to help these guys figure out the offense. He's going to help them be able to pick up on the packages when it comes to picking up a blitz and stuff like that. 100%. But at what point, right? Where's the threshold? Okay, this guy's helping us learn. But at what point, where's the threshold to be like, all right, I'd rather keep this guy because he's better. So let me ask this. Who's better? Who do you guys think is better, Brittain Brown or Brandon Bolden? I'll start right there. Who do you guys think is better, Brittain Brown or Brandon Bolden? Because think about it. We drafted Brittain Brown. It was a 7th round pick, of course. But we drafted Brittain Brown. So it would be interesting to see what happens with that. Ray, what's your prediction score today, preseason? Oh, man, I think this might be a sloppy game. I'm not going to lie, man. It might be like a 24-27 type of game, probably be a little close. I think the Patriots defense might show out. But I believe today, if I'm not mistaken, didn't I hear correctly that Garbers is going to take a lot of snaps today? I don't know. I think Garbers might have a lot of snaps today. And if he does, then oof. I don't know. The Patriots have some good depth at cornerback, so I definitely want to watch and see what they got going on. TC says competition makes sure we get the best guys out there. And I understand that, TC. You know what I mean? Shout out to TC. Let me see if I can do something real quick because I don't like how that shit's showing. There we go. Shout out to TC, man. New member, and Gene is a new member. Shout out to you, brother. If anybody wants to help the channel grow, you could become a member like Gene. But everybody, make sure to shout out to Gene, man. Appreciate you joining and helping support the channel. That's the best way to support, and it does go a long way. Another member that we got is TC, Todd Clemens. And just to get back to what he was saying, if it builds the best competition, and how would you know if Brittain Brown is better than Brandon Bolden if we haven't played him? Think about it. That's the only running back that we haven't played. That's the only running back. I believe Jakob even played the fullback, and he's went out there and taken some snaps. So in my opinion, it's like I understand that aspect of it's creating competition, but why would you create the competition and then not even have a fair slate for every guy? It's like Brandon Bolden came in with an automatic, okay, you're good. You feel me? So that's all I'm saying. Abdullah is our number 2 replacing Drake. I don't know if Abdullah would necessarily be number 2, but he definitely is replacing Drake. I can see Abdullah being number 3 on the depth chart, but I don't think I understand what you're saying, Reaper. It's pretty much the same thing, number 1, number 2 at that point, because he's a scat back, right? Zamir White isn't in that same realm. It's almost like Hunter Renfro's the slot guy, right? He's our second best receiver, but he's really not number 2. So it's kind of like that. I definitely understand, though, man. Nick 209 says probably Brown, but not proven. Understandable. It does make plenty of sense. That makes plenty of sense. He's not proven. I do like what I've seen, though. I mean, he does lead everybody in rushing yards currently. So I do like that. And you can't really take that away from him. If Brandon Brown goes out there and he's doing well, it's almost like, why did we draft Brittain Brown even if he came in and did well, we weren't going to keep him? You see the lot, like that's kind of how I'm looking at it. The logic. Think about the logic real quick. Think about that real quick while I show y'all this, because I don't think people really understand. Like 2022 preseason rushing yards leader is Brittain Brown. You feel me? To play 2 games, he has 23 rushes for 124 yards right now. That's the leader in the preseason, and that's kind of why I'm confused. Like, why did we draft him even if he led the freaking preseason in rushing yards? Why would we draft him if we're not going to keep him? Like, what would he have to do to prove to us that he's good enough? Here's the stats right here, guys. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. I just want to bring this up real quick. You can see here Brittain Brown is number 1 in the league in rushing currently for the 2022 preseason. This is on foxsports.com. It doesn't matter wherever you go, he's going to be number 1. And just to reiterate, what I mean is the 7th round pick, you bring him in. He leads the preseason in rushing, and he's only played 2 games like everybody else. I know we played 1 extra game, but remember, he didn't play that first game, so he's played the same amount of games as everybody else. We go on and we look, 124 yards. The next best is 127, and this guy played 3 games. 3 games, 3 games. So these 3 right here already played 3 games, and they still don't have as much rushing yards as Brittain Brown. Now, you can look at the attempts, of course. You see Goodson has 29. He has 23, 19, 21. So he's still within the range of these guys. Now, 124 yards with 2 games. The next best with 2 games is 88 yards. Next best, 88 yards. So the next best is under 90 yards, and he got over 120. What else does he need to do to make the team? That's all I'm saying. Are we giving Brittain Brown a fair chance? That's all I'm saying. Let me know that in the comments what you guys think, man. Let me hop back into the chat real quick. I know I'm a little behind. Let's go, Raiders. You know what it is, Gene. Appreciate you dropping a super chat and becoming a member, becoming a new member. Shout out to you, brother. I know you've been following a long time as well, so I appreciate you being with us as usual. Shout out from Raider Nation in Cali, Colombia. Shout out to you and appreciate you supporting. You always sliding through, Andrea and Andre. Appreciate you being with us today. Let me know down in the comments, Andre, what you're looking for in this game, man. I know you pulled up last week as well and supported the channel. You have a lot of great insight, so I would love to hear what you have to say. Exo Sounds was good, man. I think Brown ends up as a protected – okay, Brown. Okay, I'm tripping. I think Brown ends up as a protected practice squad player. Now, how does that work? I'll definitely have to look into that. Protected practice squad player. How does that work? How does protected practice squad players work? Let me look that up real quick. Protected practice squad players. Let's see how that works exactly. Let me pull it up for you guys. Because all the information I get, I share with you guys. Because I'm not going to be sitting here acting like I'm going to be capping on y'all. Y'all going to see what I see. A maximum of 6 players on a practice squad can have more than 2 accrued seasons of experience. Okay. Teams are allowed to protect 4 practice players per week from being signed by rival teams. There is no limit how many times a player can be protected throughout the season. So 4 practice players per week. So we'd have to protect them every single week. That doesn't make sense. That would be something we could potentially do. But at the same time, between that period, right? Between that period of going from our roster right now to going to the practice squad, isn't there a brief period of about 12 hours or so that other teams can pick him up, correct? Someone correct me if I'm wrong right now in the chat. Isn't it correct that if we cut him there's going to be a 12-hour period to where every team is eligible to go pick him up before we put him on our practice squad? Because I believe last year was something like, I had read an article and it said the season ended on August 31st at 8 p.m. Or excuse me, the cutting period, August 31st at 8 p.m. And then the next day, September 1st, they had until 4 p.m. to sign those players. So there is a grace period to where other teams can pick these guys up, from what I believe. I'm sure someone will correct me in the chat. Shout out to Kevin Lurker. He says preseason stats not a good gauge. Well, I'll be honest, man. Based off the film, he didn't look bad. And based off of the stats, he doesn't look too bad. And I know the stats, you can't always go off of the stats. But, I mean, what else all I'm saying is what else would we expect from this rookie to come in and be like, all right, you have to win your chance to be on this team. Then it's like he goes out there and he does well. And then it's like, oh, you still didn't make the team. So it's almost like a false promise, like false hope. All I'm saying. What's Bolden's contract? I believe it's a 2-year contract, man. And that's what's so confusing about it. He came in not having to prove anything, which is, I mean, it's okay. I'm not knocking it because he is a Josh McDaniels guy. But at the same time, it's like we didn't give these guys a fair chance. Not at all. Let me pull this up real quick if this wants to work. And Brandon Bolden has a 2-year contract. So, and he's 32 years old. We have a 32-year-old running back. His contract, 2022, says he's 32 years old. 1.1, let's see, dead cap would be $2.4 million, and next year dead cap would be $600K. So Brandon Bolden, I mean, he's getting money. He's getting paid regardless of what happens. So we'll see what happens with Brandon Brown. We'll definitely see what happens with Brandon Brown, man. Lean on Lean says that colorway fire. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. This is the exclusive, man. I ain't dropped these yet, so y'all stay tuned, man. Van City says, Raid, thoughts on Ziegler exploring Wynn trade rumors? Now, I believe he would do that. I mean, there's the connection there, obviously. Isaiah Wynn is a good offensive lineman. He could play right guard. He could play tackle. But one thing I would say is that what would we have to compensate one to go ahead and get him, which probably wouldn't be too much, but it would probably be the contract we would have to give him if he does become productive, if he ends up being a very good offensive lineman. And I think this is his last year, and he's on a $10 million tag from the Patriots, if I'm not mistaken. So we would have to come up with that money. Now we do have some cap space right now of, I believe, around $20 million. So we would have to dock that, but at the same time, if he's a quality tackle, I wonder what that contract would look like. And I'm sure we'd be able to figure it out. I would love to bring in Isaiah Wynn. It would solidify this offensive line, in my opinion. But at the same time, it is what it is, man. it is what it is. I wonder what we'd have to give up for him. Let me know down in the comments, Van City, what you think we would have to give up to trade for Isaiah Wynn. I'd be interested in what you got to say about that. Mike Moore said, I'm pretty sure they can protect 4 practice squad players. Yep. It's 20. Dreaded one said it's 24 hours. Okay, under 4 years, he have to clear waivers. Oh, snap. See, waiver wire. Yep, you're right. Cut players can sign with anyone. Yeah. So there's a grace period, right? So if people are paying attention, and people do, trust me, I'm sure everybody's watching the Raiders. And the moment we cut somebody, boom, just like that, they're gone. Because I feel like it happened last year with maybe it didn't, but I feel like it happened last year with Javin White. But maybe I'm wrong. That happened in the regular season. Cut players can sign with anyone. Yep, of course. What's good with it, Raid? Steve says, I used to work with a guy a long time ago in SAC. His initials were JS. I swear he's your dad. His initials were JS? Nah, that wasn't my dad, man. And depending how long ago it was, it probably wasn't my dad, man. Trust me. What do you think happens with Leatherwood? Luna says. We'll hop into that here shortly, but let me get to some more comments real quick. No, you're right. It's 24 hours, though. So it would be up to him to stick with the team that drafted him. Yeah, we would have to make some type of promise to him to say, hey, we're going to re-sign you and protect you on the practice squad. Just don't sign with any other team. But would you really do that? Like, imagine, like, if a team comes along and they say, hey, we're going to sign you right now to a contract to our 53-man roster. Why wouldn't you take that if you're just going to be on the practice squad? I believe that's what happened last year with who else was it? Keelan Doss to the Jaguars. I believe that happened with Keelan Doss to the Jaguars, but I wasn't a big fan of Keelan Doss, even though he's from right up the street. I believe he went to UC Davis, played for the Aggies. EC Everett in the building. Appreciate you pulling up, man. He says, could be trade value before cut downs, trade to a team that needs running back depth. Yeah, well, in my opinion, I just wonder, what would you actually get for him when we drafted him in the 7th round? Maybe get that pick back or trade him for another player that we may need. Maybe. But I think we'll definitely want to keep him. Hate to be that guy, but y'all got any leaks for the game? Make sure to go to Dofu, Raider Andy. You can be that guy. You a member. You can pull up and say whatever the hell you want if you're a member. Hell yeah. Travon says, I think as long as he is designated no. Okay. Yeah, that's what. But we have to cut. You have to cut a player before you put them on a practice squad, I believe, because you have to cut them. Then you have to have that grace period, and then you give them a practice squad contract. And the practice squad contract, I actually just looked it up for those who don't know. So the way the practice squad works is you have that grace period after you cut them, and then you pay them weekly. So every week you pay them like $9,200. Can y'all imagine getting paid $10,000 a week? That's how much practice squad players make. It's $9,200, but let's just round it. $10,000 a week as a practice squad player, or it's 18 weeks, you get $195,000. When I seen that, I said, shit, I'll be a practice squad player yesterday. Shit, I'll go do that right now. Shout out to Andre, though, with the super. Appreciate it, man. I know I'm a couple minutes behind, but the chat is flooded. I appreciate everybody being with us today. If you guys can make a play, y'all know what it is, man. Do your touchdown dance. Hit that like button. Let's get that algorithm cracking off. Andre and Andrea says, looking to see if the practice hype against us versus New England real or fake. A lot of videos came out this week with us talking trash. Let's see. And, that's going to be the most interesting thing, but at the same time, we have to also understand that in those practices, we had starters, right? You would see we seen Chandler Jones going against Trent Brown in the practice. We seen Max Crosby going against their right tackle in practice. Mac Jones throwing touchdowns. We seen Derek Carr throwing to Devontae Adams. So Jayon Brown with the interception as well. So when you talk about that and then you talk about this game, we're not going to see any of these players. So I would kind of think about this a little bit different, and we can't really evaluate it or base this game off of what we heard out of the joint practice because they're going to be completely way two different players, right? We probably won't even show the same plays we ran in joint practice that we will in today's game. So it'll be interesting, definitely, especially because you run those first team reps and you probably get different plays than you would on the third team rep. But appreciate the super chat, brother. Just that's something I would definitely keep in mind. I don't know if we're going to hear the same things out of joint practice that we'll see in today's game, but we never know. We never know, man. Just sign a vet if Leatherwood not the guy. Yeah. And look, let's go ahead and talk about Leatherwood real quick, man. I know a lot of people are in the chat. My guy says, Raid, I need that hat, man. Yo, check it out. Check out Redemption Brand, man. You know what it is. These things going to drop here soon. Bear with me. Queen Raiderette in the building. Show some love. Show some love. Appreciate you pulling up, Queen. You know what it is. Oxnerd says, good afternoon, Raider Nation. Clocking out at 5 p.m. to a cold beer and some Raider football preseason or not, I'll take it. Yes, any Raider football, we're going to take it, Oxnerd. Appreciate you pulling up, man. This is why I started early, because I wanted to have a little grace period to where I could pregame my damn self, because I end up going live to the very point of the game. Then the first damn quarter, I'm scrambling to find a link or some shit. Then I'm trying to scrambling to eat and find a little pregame something. So I ain't too mad at that. Michael Edwards, somebody drop a link to the game in the chat so I could pin it to the top of the chat. So whenever somebody asks, people could just say, look at the pinned comment at the top of the chat. So if anybody has a link to the game, please comment it down and I will pin it to the top of the chat. I will. Yes, sir. I see everybody in the chat pulling up, man. Appreciate y'all. Dreaded One said that happened to Tanner Muse. Very good point, Dreaded One. And this is kind of where I was trying to get to. We've had this multiple times. This happened multiple times. He says Tanner Muse, and I believe Tanner Muse went to the Seahawks, right? They went and picked him up. So that's a very good point, bro. It happens all the time. Jody 510, what's good with it, bro? I see that hustle man in the building. Appreciate you pulling up. You said Ray the GOAT. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I'm the GOAT, but I'm definitely a dog out here. You feel me? I'm definitely a dog out here. We finna eat, man. What's good with it? Frank the Tank in the building. Any starters? Definitely not. From what I think, definitely not. And from what I've heard so far. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Alex Leatherwood, y'all. This is something I wanted to talk about. And let me know down in the comments right now. What do you guys think about Leatherwood? Do you guys actually think we will end up trading him or cutting him? And I wanted to bring this up because obviously it was a talk of the town. It's the elephant in the room. Is a former first. We just drafted this guy in the first round last damn year, y'all. Are you kidding me? And we talking about a cut. The fact that we talking about a cut seems ridiculous. But I got to know what you guys think in the comments, because I'm just appalled that it's even a damn suggestion. That is even a suggestion. Let's see what y'all talking about. Not Dirty says Leatherwood to right guard. We'll see, man. We'll see. I wonder if he'll even play in this game, man. Danny R in the building. Appreciate you pulling up. Y'all blowing up the spot with the link. Chill. You said we blowing up the spot. They're going to take that shit down because we over here trying to pull up to it. Kevin Lurker says NFL Bite was good last week when I watched, though. NFL Bite must be something new because I ain't heard about that one. A super chat from Ski Life Josh says, y'all, this dude wilding the hell out. Y'all players don't know about Stream East? Hell no, we don't know about Stream East. Tell us about a Ski Life. Come on, Joshua, tell us about Stream Life. Joshua, tell us about Stream East, because we don't know about that one, man. AJ Simpson says, neither stash him. This is his first time getting real coaching in a scheme where he has to think, let's wait. You talking about Alex Leatherwood, AJ? Boy George Strait says Leatherwood needs time. 100%. He needs time. This is ridiculous. Hopefully they'll give Leatherwood one more year. In my opinion, he's better guard than Cotton. Damn, Los. I mess with you, Los. I like that. You went out of the way to actually say that. And a lot of people would be afraid to say something like this. No cap. I feel like people would be afraid to just go out of their way to say that. Shout out to Los. Everyone just gave up on him quick. He really is a better guard. I agree, man, because when he's caught out on the perimeter, that's why I was talking about this shit when it came to playing the Dolphins and why I wanted to play the Dolphins so bad, because of Jalen Phillips exposed that man. And I knew that's what the hell we needed. Because when we played the Jags, I got my pen out. I know I'll be taking notes when I watch the game. But when we were playing the Jags, the only D end was Travon Walker. He was the best one we played out of whole preseason, and it was wasted reps because he went against Brandon Parker, who is now supposedly on IR or something like that. I don't know what he's on, but I don't know what's the deal with Brandon Parker. I don't know. I haven't heard if he's officially on IR or not, but those were wasted reps against Travon Walker. Then we move on to Jalen Phillips, and boy, that Alex Leatherwood gets his ass whooped. Whooped, I tell you. Gene says Dofu Sports. Yes, Dofu Sports. I mean, let me see. Did that pin it? Let me know if that pinned it to the top of the chat. If not, let me go to the stream real quick to see if I can. Let me see if I can. Let me go see if I can pin it real quick in the chat. Pin. It says put this user in timeout. Why the hell would I put the user in timeout? That's super chatted. YouTube got to be tweaking, boy. NFL bite. Everybody keeps saying NFL bite is great. Keep it on the low, though. Keep it on the low. So should I pin it? I mean, I pinned it to the top of the. We're going to keep it on the low, but we're going to pin it to the top of the chat, man. My fault. We're going to keep it on the low, though, man. Shout out to Gene for dropping that. And shout out to AJ Simpson for saying what it is. Uncle Tony says $5 NFL app is where I watch it. NFL app be tweaking sometimes, though, bro. Sometimes. But let's stick to this Alex Leatherwood talk. Raider Response says Alex is our new Robert Gallery. Oof. Maybe. I don't know. Robert Gallery. I don't know about that one. Crappy Tackle Raider Black says Cotton playing good, man. Cotton played. I need to see more of Lester Cotton, y'all. I'm not convinced with Lester Cotton yet. I'm not convinced yet. Like, honestly, are you guys convinced with Lester Cotton playing right guard? Because honestly, think about this. Lester Cotton has been on this team for 4 years now? So we give Lester Cotton 4 years to develop, come in and take Alex Leatherwood's spot, who's a rookie. So it's almost like we're playing this tick for tack game and not giving giving anything a fair chance. Alex Leatherwood, I think he'd be a lot better guard, but I know y'all know that. Jerry West says, is Parham going to start? So based off of the joint practice against the Patriots this week, Parham may be our left guard. He may be our left guard. I would really be surprised if he's not. I would really be surprised if he's not. So NFL bite must be the thing to do, but I guess y'all got to keep it on the low because I guess if you blow up the spot, they're going to take the stream down. So y'all got to be careful, man. If y'all can, though, we are just hitting halfway through the show, barely halfway through the show. If y'all can, make sure to hit that like button, make a play, do your touchdown dance, hit the subscribe button if y'all new here. You know what it is, man. And I can't wait to break down today's tape because it's going to be crucial to see what this 53-man roster is going to end up being. And we'll probably have to go live again so we can kind of predict some of these roster cuts. Let me know if you guys want to go live and talk about roster predictions after the game. We may have to do that. Shout out to Averin for pulling up. He says, I'm going to call you AJ, brother. Shout out to AJ for the $5 super chat. He says, Leatherwood is a bad tackle, but can be I just a guard? He reminds me a lot of Robert Gallery, moved to guard after being drafted as a tackle. Now, I know what you meant, but you just said it all combobulated. I definitely think he's a better guard. Like, just to reiterate, his arms are kind of like alligator arms. You see him out on the perimeter, especially in that Dolphins game going against Phillips. His arms just seem like they can't reach the guy, and he's literally trying to like lunge and reach to block people. So that is a terrible sign for a tackle, and it doesn't seem like it's developing. Like, to be honest, I don't see it developing at all. He should not be getting beat that bad at tackle. Why can't we just develop him at guard like he was at Alabama when we drafted him? I think that's the Gruden regime, honestly, though. I honestly think that's the Gruden regime. Shout out Hammer's Love Child. I'm not even sure what the hell that's supposed to mean, man. Rod Gass says, the same thing happened to Miller, and look at him now. Let's put him on right guard, and Nation, let's calm down on getting Leatherwood out of here. Yeah, because think about this, y'all. Think about this. Look at this man's damn contract. Has anybody seen Leatherwood's contract? Because if we even think about letting this man go, we're going to get our asses whooped. Y'all think it was bad letting go of Kenny and Drake? Look at this. Look at this. Holy smokes. Bing, bing, bing. Let me exit out of this. Look at this, y'all. $11 million, 11.7, almost $12 million dead cap on Alex Leatherwood, y'all. Look at this. Look at these numbers. Almost $12 million dead cap on Alex Leatherwood in 2022. 8.5, 8.5 in 2023. That's a total of 20 mil, y'all, for Alex Leatherwood. Did y'all know this? Did y'all know this? Couldn't it be me? Couldn't it be me? I'm too cheap for that. We keeping Alex Leatherwood. He'll have to come in if somebody get hurt. We keeping him for that kind of loss of a money. A-Rod in the building with a $5 super chat says, on one hand, Leatherwood is learning a new scheme, so I expect a struggle. But on the other hand, so is everyone else on the line. I'd keep him another season. And I think it's a must, A-Rod. At the end of the day, you think about it like this. Just based off of those figures, you're not cutting this damn guy. 20 million in the hole, you're not cutting him, bro. It's not worth it. You'd be better off developing him and hoping he becomes a decent guard to where you could just throw him in whenever somebody gets hurt, because it's not worth just cutting him. And then what are you going to bring in? What are you going to really bring in that's going to be worth losing that money by getting rid of Alex Leatherwood and then on top of that signing somebody? Because if you sign a guy that's decent, a veteran, and he wants, let's say, $8 million, right? And then you let go of Alex Leatherwood, really you have to add that dead cap plus the guy you signed, and that would really be like 18, 20 million, right? So you got to really put those numbers together. You can't just let go of Alex Leatherwood and be like, oh, hands clean. Hell nah. That ain't going to happen like that. You're going to get whooped. You're going to get whooped if you try to let go of Alex Leatherwood like that. Let's see what Raider Bobby O says, though. My guy, he says, Raider Tape, new subscriber. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Move Leatherwood to guard. Him and Lester will hold down right tackle. Guard Simpson and Parham good at left guard. We are one at right tackle. Tackle from being lights out. Need Daryl Williams. Daryl Williams would be a great pickup. He was very versatile last year, and I wouldn't be mad if we went and got Williams. I wouldn't be mad at that. Having Leatherwood at right guard is definitely something we should do. And it's interesting because Leatherwood was actually a left guard at Alabama, wasn't he? Y'all let me know. Or maybe I'm tripping. But wasn't Alex Leatherwood a left guard in Alabama? And then we take him and we move him to right guard? Right tackle in the NFL? This is kind of interesting. So I agree with everything Bobby O's got to say right there, man. Very good point. And I think a lot of people agree with you, man. I think a lot of people agree with you. Mother effers think this is the MLB or Madden sometimes. No, for real. This ain't no MLB. They out there just cutting checks. Bro, you can't cut him with that much dead cap. That's all our extra we have right now. Exactly, bro. Exactly. 3.2 is not bad for a starting guard in the NFL. Cost way too much money to cut him, but good value at guard if he starts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See? People, you got to know about that bag. You got to know about that bag, Hada Mikey. Shout out to you, man. Yes, sir. Body Snatcher Raider says, bro, we get it. You get what? You get what? What'd you get? What'd you get, man? Let me know what you get. Leatherwood needs to start at right guard. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on because the party animals are in the building. Block this user. The party animals in the building. We just seen him pull up. He says, Darth, you brought the bots. Yeah, he brought the bots out, man. So Dangerfield says, so why haven't we taken Williams if it is such a great move? Because the staff seen him yearly and know him, so they know something we don't. That's a very good point, Dangerfield. That's a good point. They seen him playing against the Bills, so maybe there's something that's deterring them from wanting to bring them in. Very good point. Very good point. Alex was a left tackle, not a guard. Okay, so left tackle. He was on the left side as the tackle at Bama. Leatherwood was a right guard and a left tackle. So I was tripping. He was a left tackle, not a left guard. Thank you. I knew it was something on the left side. He was over there hanging with the west side. Yes, sir. Moving on, though, man. Let's talk about our guy, Darren Waller, in the news, talking about he left his agency, Clutch Sports. Now, we know what Clutch Sports is all known about. We know they like to hype up them contracts and try to get the biggest bang for their buck when it comes to arguing with these damn teams. And he fires them. He ultimately fires his agents, and he has to find a new one. But he has to wait a 5-day period before he gets a new agent, and then he could work on the contract. Let me know what the hell you guys think about the Darren Waller news going on. Do you think this is a good thing that Darren Waller is firing his agency in a time to where we need to get a contract done because the season starts, let's say, in 2 weeks? In about 2 weeks, the season starts. And you have to wait 5 days until you get a new agent. So is this a good sign from Darren Waller, or is it a bad sign? And I'll let you guys know what I think after I see some comments pop in. But I want to say shout out to Cash Lord Raider. He says, what's good, Ray? Easy dub today. Easy dub. Potentially easy dub. Potentially. Let's see who actually goes out there and plays. Shout out to the bots. Yes, sir. It ain't a party until the bots show up, man. You already know what it is. Raider Ray says, sub to my bro Ray. Go make a play and hit that like button. Shout out to Raider Ray, man. Appreciate you letting me pop up on your live, man. It was a great time. And you got to pop up sometime, bro. I did drop the link in the chat. So, I mean, people could have pulled up. You could have pulled up, brother, if you wanted to. It's all love. Let me know. Let me know. Make sure you guys, matter of fact, I'm tripping. Make sure to go sub to Raider Ray. Quality stuff, man. I'm telling you, quality stuff. And I stand on quality. The audio is good over there. The visuals are good over there. He got the background set up. I love it all. Only thing I would say is you just got to get some new gear, brother. You just got to get some new gear, man. That's it. Waller tripping 2 on contract. Schneider, you think Waller is tripping on a contract? Okay. Hit Stick Stepper says, I think D-Wall is going to end up demanding a trade. Holy smack. Damn, the comments is tweaking. I was not expecting this. From everybody. SVT says, I say Waller doesn't want a max deal. He wants a fair deal like Hunter got. I don't know. Schneider says, let me know what you mean. Do you think Waller's tripping on a top contract? You think he wants a top contract? Brian Chavez says, you think Waller playing week 1? I think he is. I do. But his Stick Stepper says he thinks D-Wall's going to demand a trade. That's crazy, man. Darth says, I think Darren wanted a team-friendly deal, and I think maybe the agency was asking for too much. Don't have much knowledge on that sort of stuff, but I'm sure agents got some sort of pay. Now, Look, Darth, we don't have to have all the damn knowledge. We could just use common sense. We could use logic. We could read between the damn lines. And what you said is something I agree with. It's logical. Think about it. In my opinion, why would you get rid of your agency when you've been working on a deal for what we know has been going on for at least a month and a half, right? Now, that's the only thing we do know. And the other thing we know is that he fired that agency. Also, what we know is that the agency goes for the highest amount of money they could freaking get. Like, think about it. If Deebo Samuel held out to where he can get paid top dollar money, why wouldn't Darren Waller? In Clutch Sports, the agency he was with is known for this. And so if that's not really working out, then it has to seem like, oh, Darren Waller wants to just, finagle a team-friendly deal. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion, because if you move forward with it, if he goes against a new agent, what would he want in the new agent that Clutch Sports isn't doing? If Clutch Sports, think about it. That's just my opinion. Waller still has 2 years. 100% he has 2 years, but with no guaranteed money, it's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough. Raider Black says, good sign. Bond says, good news. I'm not holding out. This team is special. I'm holding out. Okay. Pat's going 10-7. Rod Uncensored Podcast. Pat's going, yeah. Your podcast got to be uncensored if you're gonna put some shit out like that. Talking about Pat's going 10-7. Yeah, it's got to be uncensored, because that's blasphemy. Hammers Love Child, you need to hop on with Dogs, man. Y'all would make good content. Yeah, probably would, man. Probably would. I've been on there before. We made great content before, man. We got great content together. I would have pulled up. I'm in traffic in these Fresno trenches. Oh, be careful, brother. Be careful. You know what it is. That hat first. AP1 says, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. This is my favorite design I've done yet. And this is that exclusive thing, man. We got over 400 people in the chat. Can we get 400 likes, y'all? Appreciate y'all being with us. Through the bots on there, Dougie. Hit Stick Stepper tripping. Let's get down, though. Let's get down to business. Mike Morris says, I think Waller wanted to get a deal that was fair for himself and the Raiders, but Clutch wanted the bag. And exactly, Mike, that's what I'm saying. He wanted a deal that was probably 15, 16, something fair to where he'd get a good amount of money. He'd be set. And Clutch Sports probably wanted to push it closer to 19, 20 to where they'd be able to get their percentages. Because think about it, they get paid too, and they're trying to get their bag. And maybe Clutch Sports and the new regime were bumping heads because they couldn't figure out a good deal. And because of the way Clutch Sports was working, they were basically – that's where Darren Waller said, nah, y'all not working it out, man. And look, Y'all call me a conspiracy theorist if you want, but I've been saying that I don't think this injury is real. I think this new regime understands the freaking business and said, look, you're not going to play. We're going to say you have a hamstring thing. You're not getting any guaranteed money. We know you want a new contract. We're not going to have you hold out. We'll just say you have a hamstring thing. Boom. All the rumors are done. You don't have to worry about a holdout. You don't have to worry about people making a big ass fuss. So he sits out with a hamstring thing. You figure out the contract. But Clutch Sports is bullshitting, and Darren Waller sees it and says, look, this new regime told me to sit out. This new regime's been talking to me, telling me everything I need to do, and it's trying to pay me. But you guys are trying to go for that top dollar, $20 million, when really I only need 15, 16. So get the hell out of here, and I'll find a new agent. That's what I think is going on. So if Darren Waller doesn't have a new contract before, man, look. If this man don't have a new contract before September 4th, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised. Rate them likes. Oh, you know what it is, man. Go make a play. Hit that like button, man. Shad Owen says only Waller knows. Exactly. Only Waller knows. But shit, we going to talk about it still. The hell? The hell? Damian Bonds, good news. I believe they wanted him to hold out, and he didn't want to handle business that way. Exactly, Damian Bonds. So I think that's what it's all about. I think that's what it's all about. Shout out to Ruben Raider in the building. What's good with it, man? Who gives a shit about the Pats? I don't know. Apparently uncensored podcast. I think that's what the name was. Shout out to you, man, for pulling up. I think Clutch was pushing the issue too much. Exactly, dog. Exactly. So we in the same boat. A lot of us are in the same boat. DK agreeing with Eminem. I see it, man. 100%. EC says 100%. Yeah, so most definitely. I heard between top 5 to 10 money. Yeah, he could be a top 5 paid tight end and probably make around 16. Probably make around 16, man. Oh, it's in 7. True, right? 5:15, right? Yes, 100%. Thank you guys for reminding me. I damn near almost forgot it was almost game time. I was so caught up in this line, man. I need to have my pregame. So if anybody's asking where you could watch the damn game at, check out Dofu Sports, check out Stream East, I think is what it's called, and then check out NFL. What was that other one called, man? NFL Beast or NFL, what was that? NFL something? Someone put it down in there, man. Someone put it down in there. I see Spotlight in the chat. Ruben Rust in the chat. He said my homie Malachi Nelson just signed with Clutch Sports. Shout out to him, man. Shit. Hopefully they push a bag for him for real. Kevin Lurker says, get ready to bolt out of here before the game. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Greg says, Waller is a super athlete, and super athletes have super healing abilities. So the hammy was capped. He says super healing abilities. That man crazy. I thought I saw Spotlight in the building, but shout out to Spotlight for pulling up. Man, we got the Booty channel in the building. Let me go ahead and block them real quick. The Booty channel pulled up on us. They're trying to NFL Bite is what it was called. Boogie says NFL Bite. Appreciate you saying that, man. Metal Vault with the verification on that. Appreciate you, dog. Spotlight said, come check out. I'm doing the game. Yeah, if anybody wants to go see a play-by-play, go check out Spotlight Raiders Talk. He'll be over there doing his Dougie. You know what it is, man. I don't do it. And some people ask me, Ray, why don't you do a play-by-play? The reason I don't do a play-by-play is, one, I don't like to people see me. I don't like when people to see me out of character. I don't like to curse on live, or I don't like to curse in my videos. I try to be somewhat professional as possible when I do go live, because I know a lot. Sometimes like kids are there with their parents watching, because kids are Raiders fans, and they're probably watching with their dad or their mom, or so I try to keep the cussing to a minimal. That's why I don't drink. I just don't drink in general. So, but I mean, I wouldn't smoke on the channel either. I wouldn't do nothing like that. I try to keep it clean, you know what I mean? So if I were to be doing a play-by-play watching the game, no, I'm going to slip up and I'm going to say some stuff, you know what I mean? Because I know I'm on camera and I know I'm going to be hyped. So I don't want to be on here acting a donkey. But if you want to see the post-game reaction, let me know. I've done post-game reactions. Well, I'll come up here and snap, but I'll be a little bit more level-headed. Spotlight says, yeah, I'm trying to change it. I'm trying not to curse this year. Yeah. I feel you, man. Andy single-handedly taught my girl the F word. Andy single-handedly taught my girl the F word. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, see, I ain't trying to do that, man. I ain't trying to do that. I become downright Yo, Kevin Lurker, dead ass, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, dog. You become uncivilized. You become unhinged. Like, yo, I got to turn this live off. I'm going to be, you know what I mean? Ready keeping it family friendly. Yeah, for sure. I try to. Even though when I get off live, I'll be cutting up. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. I don't be cutting up like that. But don't walk up on me thinking I'm sweet. It might get ugly. What's good, DV? Appreciate you pulling up, Dick Vitale. Always pulling up, giving the greatest opinions. Why he would want to leave at this time with all these weapons don't make sense. Exactly. That shit wouldn't make sense. That'd be L for him. But he would be able to go to a different team and get that freaking generational wealth. Let's be honest. If Waller went to a different team and demanded a certain amount of money, another team out there would pay him. Let's be honest. Imagine if the Jags were to get a hold of Waller. They would pay him buku bucks. Look what they paid Kirk and freaking Zay Jones. So, but I don't think Waller's down for that. I think Waller's going to stick with the team most definitely. Most definitely. I feel it, Aki. I'm geeking during Raider games. You feel me, though, man? Hey, but look, we getting close to that point. It's almost 5 o'clock. I need my 15 minutes to prepare for the game. You know what I mean? Because I need to go pregame, and I need to hydrate as well. Just reminding me, let me take a drink. I need to hydrate as well, man, because you got to stay hydrated out here in these streets, especially in Northern Cali. It be blazing hot. So appreciate everybody pulling up, man. We were deep today. We're over 400 people. If you can, make sure to make a play. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the like button. And shout out to everybody that pulled up in the chat, everybody that donated and supported with Super Chats and became a member. You know what I might do is do a post live, members live. That's what I'll probably do. But appreciate everybody pulling up, man. I only got 15 minutes to get prepared for this game. Go find the link and turn it up. Shout out to everybody. Let's go. Shout out to Raider Black. Shout out to Everett Lee, man. I see you in the building. Brian Chavez says, you rolling up, huh? Hey, bro, keep it on the hush, dog. Boy George Strait says, peace. Shout out to you, man. I'm staying hydrated with the vodka. Yep. I see you, bro. Doc Holiday in the building says, what it do, man? Shout out to you, man. SVT, you know what it is. Dangerfield, Mike Morris, Just Win, baby. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Raymond Jones in the building. Talvito, what's good with it, man? Hit Stick Stepper. Appreciate you pulling up. You had me laughing, man. You had me laughing. Ray Love, Boogie, AJ Simpson, Jordan Castile, Raider Bobby, everybody that just pulled up. Dre, Jay Inquisitive. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, y'all. Appreciate y'all pulling up. And check out Redemption Brand if y'all want to check out some gear and cop a Pillar Series tee, man. You know what it is. Shout out to Raider Vault for dropping a farewell super chat. You know what it is, dog. Big love, Raid. Week 1 almost here. You know what it is because we got that week 1 matchup against the Chargers. We got to go in, man. Shout out to Metal Vault. Peace out. Y'all have a good game, man. Until next time, Raid the See, that's perfect time. And the Booty channel just pulled up. This is perfect time to